Jen and DJ here with the ACHV PEAK, and today we're going to be doing an upper body resistance band workout.
So for this workout, we're going to be doing 9 exercises in total, and we're going to do them in groups of trisets, which is 3 exercises to a set. We're going to do 3 sets of each triset. Our working time is 30 seconds, our break time is 15 seconds, and then in between the different trisets, we will then take a 30-second extended break. Now let's get to work. All right, we got about 30 seconds until we get started. If you have a fitness tracking watch, be sure to start your workout. Now, our first exercise we're going into is bent over rows. So let's demonstrate, or I'll demonstrate that. So we're gonna put the bands under one or both feet. From here, we're gonna bend at the hips and knees, keeping that back nice and straight, and we're gonna pull the bands up from the knees up to the hips. Here we go. We got 8 seconds left. You could also do this sitting down on the ground if you wanted to sit, help your lower back out. Here we go. So coming up, squeeze, coming back down. Make sure to choke up on the band. If you want, even while you're standing, it may help to fully loop the band around your foot to use up some of the resistance band. That way you can, instead of actually grabbing it on the band, you can kind of grab it right here where that knot is, so it'll help your hands out too. Come up and squeeze, and back down. Up and squeeze, and back down. There we go. Next exercise we're going into is shrugs. So for shrugs, we're going to get a nice wide stance on the bands, and then from here, we're going to raise our shoulders up, come back down. Here we go. So coming up, down, all the way up. May help to kind of look up, so that way you're not pulling your head down, because we're trying to bring the shoulders up, not your head down. There we go. Exhaling as you pull the shoulders up. If you don't want to do shrugs, you could do lateral raises as well. Get some shoulder work in.
You're like, excellent.
Huh. All right, next we're going into incline press. So we're going to drop down to a knee here while I am. Jen, I think, does her standing. So I'm going to drop down on my knee, have the band under that knee, sink my hips forward, and then I'm going to press up and out. There we go. So up and out, bring the bands together. You can kind of tap the handles together at the top, come back down. There we go. Squeeze the chest. Make sure that you're pushing your hips forward when you're doing this, and you're not just standing straight up and then pushing straight up. That shoulder press, that's coming up later. Here we go. Set 1 is done. Going back in to bent over rows. So like I was saying, if you wanted, you could actually do seated rows, sitting down on the ground, wrap the band completely around your foot, and then row like that. There you go. Keep that back nice and straight. Chest out, head up. Squeeze. Squeeze. 10 seconds. Let's go. There we go. Go back in the shrugs. Make sure that when you're doing shrugs, you're getting a nice wide stance so it uses up a bunch of the bands. So that way you have tension the entire time. Here we go. Come up, shrug. Come back down. There we go. Good controlled movement. Squeezing those traps. Here we go. We're standing nice and tall. We're not hunched over like this. There we go. Feel those traps. There we go. Your traps, if you don't know, are from in between your neck and your shoulder, right here.
My bands get stuck in my shoes.
Good news, you know they're not coming out then, huh? Here we go. Incline press. Remember, sink those hips forward, press out, come back. Here we go. Good controlled movements, controlling the bands at all times. We don't want to come out and then let it pull back super fast. We want to control it back to us, control it out. There we go. We got one more. There we go. Going in to set 3. Bend over rows or seated rows. Here we go. There we go. Come up, squeeze, back down. If you want to make it a little tougher, you can just step on it with both feet. Just like that. Use up some of the bands. That's going to increase the resistance. Come on. There you go. One more. There we go. Going into shrugs.
I'm gonna do a lot of orders.
Yeah? Tired of the shrugs, huh?
No, stick to it. Last one. Whatever.
There we go. Well, you could have changed it up.
Could have. Thought about it.
Bring the shoulders up when you get them up there. Squeeze. Squeeze. Exhale as you bring the shoulders up. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, going into incline press. After this one, we get a 30-second break. Then we're moving to a new tricep. Here we go. Remember, push those hips forward. Come up and out. Tap the handles. Come back. There we go. Oh. Focus on the chest here. We're working the upper chest. There we go. Oh, we got one more. There we go. All right, we got a 30-second break, and then we're going into reverse grip rows. If you want to do reverse grip rows seated, you can. If not, it's going to be just like bent over rows, except now what we're doing is our palms are going to be facing away from us, and then we're going to bring it up. Our elbows are going to stay super close to our body. We're pretty much going to drag the bands from our knee up the thigh to our hips, pushing back. Here we go. You're kind of pulling up and back at the same time. You can leave your knuckles on your thighs. Here you go. You should be feeling it in the lats, which is right here. Bringing it up, squeeze, come back down. There we go. Keeping that back nice and straight, chest out. Choking up as needed. There we go. All right, next exercise is shoulder press. So just like with incline press, I'm going to drop down to a knee. Band's going to be under that back knee. From here, I'm just in a normal kneeling position. Elbows slightly in front of the shoulders, pressing straight up, coming down. There we go. Keep the elbows slightly in front of the shoulders. There we go. Come up. Get a nice squeeze all the way back down. Again, controlling it. You don't want to lift it up nice and smooth and just let it snatch your arms back down. There we go. Let's get one more. There we go. All right, next we're going into a standing chest press. So what you can do is take the band, wrap it around your back, put it through your armpits, and then we're going to press it from here. Just like that. Boom. There we go.
Hold these babies.
Yep. Again, I like to bring my hands together out here when they're extended. Get that extra little contraction on the chest. There we go. One more. There we go. Set 2. Whew. Chest is feeling the pump. Going in, reverse grip rows. Here we go. Then we keep that back nice and straight. Palms facing away from you. Just keep your knuckles on those thighs. Bring it from the knee, up the thigh to the hip. Keeping the elbows nice and close to the body. There we go. When you come up, get that squeeze. Come on. There we go. There we go. Going in to shoulder press. Here we go. Get your bands right. Let's get ready. Pressing up, coming back down. Up and down. Exhaling as you press up. There we go. Good, controlled movements. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Going back in to standing press. Having to pull them out of your shoes?
Yeah.
Too funny. Here we go. Press it out. Bring them together. Come back. Good controlled movement. Squeeze the chest. When you're coming out, squeeze the chest together. There we go. Come on. One more. There we go. Going into set 3. First grip rows. Let's increase the resistance a little bit. Spread those feet out a little bit or put both feet on. Whatever it might be. Here we go. Palms facing away. Back nice and straight. Hands go from the knees, up the thighs to the hips. Let's go. Come back. Squeeze. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Squeeze and release. Here we go. Shoulder press. 2 more exercises and we get a 30-second break. Not that that's very much. Here we go. Let's get ready. Remember, elbows in front of the shoulders, pressing up, coming back down. There we go. Come on. There we go. Push it out. Come on, one more. There we go. Woo. Chest press. After this, 30-second break. Let's go. Feeling the burn on these. Chest is on fire. Here we go. Press it out. Squeeze. Come back. Come on. Let's go. Halfway. Woo. Keep pushing. Brace the burn. Let's go. One more. There we go. Woo. 30-second break. And then we're going into bicep curls. Get some water if you need it. Jen's favorite exercise coming up. Alright, so for bicep curls, you're going to step on the bands with one or both feet from here. Hands facing out. We're going to curl them up, come back down. Make sure to keep your arms by your sides at all times. Here we go. So coming up, squeeze, come back down. You should choke up on the bands enough, and by choke up I mean spreading your feet out far enough so when you come down, there's still resistance on the bands, because you don't want to come down and have no slack. We want to keep constant tension on the biceps at all times. So we're not going to go all the way down. We're going to go just before our arm straightens out, come back up. Here we go. Next, we're going into overhead tricep extension. If you want to do it standing, you can. I'm going to do my kneeling. Just like with shoulder press, go down and kneeling, except this time my arms are going to come up, elbows high in the air, and then we're going to extend at the elbows, come up and down. Squeeze the triceps. This is a little too difficult because maybe you have shoulder issues. You could do tricep kickbacks as well. Squeeze those triceps. Last one. There we go. Next exercise, W raise. For W raise, you do not need a ton of resistance. So we're going to start like this. Have our arms right here, and we're going to come up. We're going to get that W, come back down. So we're externally rotating at the shoulder, coming up. Elbows are staying nice and low. Coming back. Squeeze. What you could do is turn your thumb towards the back as you come up, like you're hitching a ride. And then really squeeze the arms back. Open the chest up. Squeeze. There we go. So again, our arms are staying low. They're not coming up like this. There we go. Going back in to bicep curls. Set 2 of the third tricep. Here we go. So step on the band, spread those feet out so you have tension, even at the bottom. Come up, squeeze, back down. Squeeze the biceps. As you come up, try to get your pinky a little higher than your thumb. That's going to help you fully contract the bicep. Squeeze. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. One more. There we go. Overhead tricep extensions. Here we go. Drop down onto a knee if you're kneeling. Come back. Elbows in the air. Let's go. I'm up and down. Up and down. There we go. Control the bands. Again, you come up nice and smooth. We don't want to let them snatch back down like that. We're going to control them at all times. Let's get one more. There we go. W raise. W raises, you just always have this point where they catch fire.
Yeah.
They're fine, they're burning. Here we go. So coming up, squeeze. Keeping those elbows nice and low. Remember, you can rotate the thumbs backwards. That extra little squeeze in the back there. Come on.
My back is already sore from rolls. Oh, I feel it.
We're just tearing it up now. We got one more. Here we go. All right, set 3, final set right here. Bicep curls. Let's go. Let's push it. Increase resistance a little bit. There we go. Come up, squeeze the biceps. Back down. Focus on the biceps. Here we go. Halfway. Come on. Let's go. Good reps. 2 more. Here we go. Last one. Come up, squeeze. Back down. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get the reps right there. Overhead tricep extension. 2 more exercises and we're done. Here we go. Come up, squeeze. Exhaling as you bring your hands up. There we go. Come on. Halfway. Let's go. Come on. There we go. W raises. Alright, last one. We're done. Here we go. Bring them up. Get that squeeze. Squeeze your back as you come up. When you're up there, get that last little bit. Come on. Come on. There you go. Burn it up. Here we go. Oh, we're gonna get one more all day. There we go. Woo! Good little workout right there. Feel it in the back, huh?
Yep.
There you go.
Wow.
Good workout. All right. If you like this workout,
Smash that like button.
boom! If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and be sure to get your free workout routine at ACHVPEAK.com. See you guys.